context now. Give me context to your scans. Give me context. Oh my God, Jin, you want me to explain? You were like, you literally went, okay, so if I go get the ... then under this agreement, you already agreed to like that that the boundary just stores all information in whatever way you're talking about. But I'm saying I'm interpreting overall all your scans, even aside from the ... Wait, I'm literally saying I'm interpreting all your scans, even apart from like the ... scan, as they're just let me talk. As that they're literally just insinuating as some type of place that stores information as memories. And you send me scans.
I know how you're interpreting it, right?
You sent me 2 scans. Bro. Just send me the context. Just send me the context. You took a burden. You took a burden. Send me the context.
Jester, who needs?
Jen, send me the context. Jen, fulfill your burden. Jen.
The same.
Jen, you took a burden. Show me the boundary. You took a burden. Show me. Yeah, I'm not gonna let him run away. He literally said he's gonna show me the boundary.
I'm fine with you guys arguing. I'm saying like, don't ape out. Like, start.
I'm not trying. Wait, I'm not trying to ape out. He just started. He even yelling his mic. I had to yell at him in like lowercase letters because I don't want to like violate in my house. Like I had to yell at him like in whisper. I had to whisper pack the boy. But don't get loud at me, bro. Like it's not the way. But what I'm saying, you're running back to the ... That's irrelevant now because you took up under like.
It's not irrelevant.
You took under a burden. You took under a burden. You explained it 2 times. I explained it back to you.
Yeah, and I can tell you that the burden is relevant based off what I'm saying.
Okay, tell me it again. Tell me right now. Say it right now.
I show you definition of ... and it literally shows you that there's a distinction and the words aren't the same. But you already agree that they have knowledge. That means you agree that the boundary information and memories are 2 different things, and they aren't the same thing.
No, I don't agree to that. I don't agree to that. Because they could have, I'll explain why. I don't agree. I'll explain why. Okay, I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna refute that. I do not agree because they could have knowledge of something, and that thing that they have knowledge of is just another memory that's stored in there as information. That could just be the case, which is why I'm saying overall, from all the scans that I'm seeing that you've presented, it just looks like they store information as memories. That's just what's happening here. So I just want you to elaborate on your scans, elaborate on your scaling, and show me some context. You literally took up a burden to show me what the boundary is. Show me the boundary. You accepted to show me the boundary. Show me the boundary.
The problem with that, Jester, is that these characters blatantly disagree with that interpretation, and
I don't think that's the case. Show me the boundary.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing up the ... to
I just refuted the ... again. I don't care about the ... You can ... over there. You can ... after you show me the boundary. ... after you show me the boundary. Yeah, I could ... when I slide your mom's DM. Show me the boundary, bro.
All right, pause. All right, so yeah, this point is like really convoluted. You guys just like it's gonna turn into aping. So just like reiterate what you think the boundary is and why it works a certain way, and then Jester can say his contention on that point. And then we just conclude off of that and just continue. Like,
just burdens this guy is not fulfilling, bro.
Okay. I'm basically just saying the boundary just is a space of information and memories, right? Because that's what the scan blatantly says. I'm telling him that the ... does not mean that. That's why I'm bringing up the definition in the first place. That's why I'm saying if we already agree they have knowledge of this said thing, and we agreed that the ... is just not saying these 2 words are the same thing, but in different ways. I mean, inherently, that you would have to agree with my interpretation. Yours just be wrong. That's why I'm bringing this up. And he's just going back into this weird rabbit hole talking about just because I agreed to get the video thing. I can't just get this to make the argument even stronger, and therefore not even get that in the first place. It's just weird.
Okay. Go now? All right. So he sent me a bunch of scans. I said overall what like the scans are like implying, even apart from the ... one, because the ... one could be just different. But like all the scans, what I'm looking at and what it's like kind of implying is that these places, like even with like the void scan, all I'm seeing here is that it's implying that they store information as memories, because I brought up a couple contradictions beforehand, and I feel like even beforehand Jin went in a circle. So all I'm trying to say is that show me some context for the scans so we could truly, because we have 2, like, I'm saying overall all your scans are implying that it's information stored as memories. He's attacking 1 scan, And I'm saying if we're butting heads with interpretations here, substantiate yourself, show me some context, like the burden he like literally took to show me the boundary, which he's not doing still right now. He's not showing me what it is. He's not elaborating on anything, and he's still like just going back and fighting like backwards. He's running backwards. So I'm saying, please show me some context and substantiate this stuff. Like, please. So can we go to? You want to go to conclusions after that? Because it would be kind of dumb.
Just getting this real quick. The ... meaning.
He just okay. Wow.
Unless you want to agree to ... that's what ... means. It's like it just helps me more.
Do you want to go to conclusions right now?
What you want to debate that? You want to like? What do you mean like conclusions to this point, moving to AP or like the whole debate?
No, you're talking about conclusions for the point.
Yeah, for the point specifically.
I mean, if I do, like, do you agree with the ellipses thing? Like what I said?
I said I don't agree with you.
You not think that's definition of ellipses?
Of what? What are you talking about?
He's talking about the meaning of ... That's what ellipsis is. So he's saying, like, do you agree with his interpretation or the definition for what he's defining it to be?
Wait, did he post it?
No, I'm gonna post it. That's why he was asking, like, if you agree, then he doesn't have to get it. But he's saying if you don't agree, then he'll just post it, and then et cetera, et cetera.
About whatever. I'll just wait. As a matter of fact, that's fine. Like, I'll just agree, and we can move on, and we can go to conclusions.
Okay.
You want to go to conclusions?
Sure.
Okay. Ready? You just insta-cucked yourself this point because you actually attacked one scan when I've said all your scans and everything that you've been implying this entire time. I just implied that it's just information stored as memories, and not one time did you attack that. You literally just attacked the ... scan. I've said multiple times on this point that even aside from the ... all your other scans are literally just implying that it's just information stored as memories. He never attacked it not one time, so you just insta-lost.
Okay, I think I won because I believe just to attack that. Like my prior argument just literally says that if we already have the agreement to have knowledge on this said thing, and then ellipses, which he blatantly agreed to, just as by definition, these words are different and aren't the same thing, reiterated, then blatantly the simple conclusion would just be that these are different things. So that argument that he just made there would just fall inherently, and everything else he tried to make argue as earlier would fall as well. That's pretty much it.
Yo, Jin L.
You guys want me to just write it down who I think won? Or you guys want me to just say? You guys
just say it.
Okay. Yeah. So the ellipsis point. I do think that like Jin got that. I don't think you should have agreed to that because essentially what it was contingent upon the fact of like you were asking for prior like context. So Jin was essentially saying to me, okay, this doesn't need context if ellipsis doesn't inherently mean that it has a different interpretation or there's prior knowledge for it. Because he's saying these two scans is what his argument is contingent upon, and then this is what's happening. The boundary point was established before when he was essentially saying that, oh, the boundary has infinite information, memories, and all these things, and not like necessarily mutually exclusive, so they can both exist there. And then he was essentially saying, if this character, I don't know what it is, because I don't even know this fucking word, so shit's weird, but like this character, whatever his name was, he was like, can exist in this realm, and they have knowledge of this character, then it should make sense that this boundary encompasses everything, instead of it being the case of, oh, it can't encompass the void because it has no information, nothing can exist there, et cetera, et cetera. So he provided the distinction by saying a character could exist within the void, so therefore things can exist within there, so it's also possible for information and things to exist there. So yeah, I think Jin won the argument.
Yeah, I'll just state my disagreement. I won't stamina debate you. I just want to hear your thoughts on this. For like the guy existing in there, I did give an analogy that Jin never refuted, which is one problem.
Which one?
I gave a DC analogy specifically for that argument there.
Oh, you're talking about the multiverse thing? You're like, guy can exist in a multiverse, but if he gets like BFR to a realm outside, never doesn't have to inherently be the case. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the problem with that, why I disagreed, is because in this instance, Jin is saying that this infinite information, right, vast information of everything. So in the DC analogy, if you're essentially saying, let's say Batman gets BFR to like the source world, the bleed or some shit, and then you're like, oh, well, these realms could still be outside, doesn't have to encompass the multiverse. In this case, what's happening is it has infinite information, but nothing should be able to exist in this realm. Nothing should be the case. So how is this realm or the boundary having infinite information? And I just think that in this case, he was able to connect it together to where it's most likely the case that this realm has to encompass these things because these characters are existing within it and has information from these characters, but yet the boundary has never been there. So if it's having this information, it should be a fair assumption to assume that it encompasses these things. Which is why I just felt like Jin's case was stronger. Like, it wasn't a bad argument. It just was more convincing to me.
All right, that's fine. I'm not even going to stamina debate him. I'll just move on. It doesn't matter. He's going to go on speed or whatever. I'll get on hacks and I'll just beat him. So it just doesn't matter to me. All right, then move on. Okay, so you want to get on, what's your speed now?
I would say I'm inaccessibly faster. Well, at least that character is inaccessibly faster. Makoto, at least, because she can progress to the boundary, and Hakumen can't. So she's inaccessibly faster than a person with measurable speed. And then my character, Hyde, right here. Makoto blatantly looks at Hyde and just admits that she can't even beat him and she needs help.
Okay, hold on.
Right here.
Let me look at announcements. I just want to check something real quick. That's fine. Hold on. Let me find the thingy. You're getting your stuff right now?
Not just posted. Oh, you're talking about somebody else, probably.
No, I was talking. You just posted it? All right, give me a second.
You just posted it.
Okay.
If you like don't agree with this, I can blatantly just get the gameplay where you beat it canonically.
Oh no, Kuros, you have no idea what I'm gonna say. Okay, so I'm gonna run down this whole argument real quick. I want to just connect it, see where the scaling is. Your character Hyde is above a person who's above another person who's above space and time, which makes them immeasurable speed. Okay. Yeah, your character is DQ'd. So I'll explain why your character is DQ'd.
Go ahead.
Yeah, being transcendent of time, or above that makes you type 4 and 5, or type 4 or 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
Problem with this is that Hyde can just have the speed and not. Yeah. The problem with this is that Hyde can just have the speed, but not the what's the word? The body that transcends space and time.
Wait, that's not what I'm saying. I was saying in context. I was saying in context of this. So they're able to fight each other. So I'm saying your character, and what I asked you before, your character is above a character who's above another character who's beyond space and time. So wait. So Ghetto, I want you to understand you. If your character, no, I want you to listen. It's not just speed. Because if you're able to fight with somebody like that, let's go. Actually, before we continue, I want to go get the definition for type 4 and 5.
What?
Wait, stop. I want to go get the definition for type 4
and 5.
Wait, stop.
I never said Jester. The reason I'm saying that because I never said Makoto's as strong as them. I just said she's faster.
Wait, but
there's no link.
Wait. I'm gonna explain why you're DQ. Hold up.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's just blatant right now. Yeah, you could be talking about speed. That's fine. I'll show you. Hold up. Where was this? All right, here it is.
Finished?
All right.
No? Talking to you?
Just for... Who's the nigga with green onions, bro? Who is this, bro?
I never heard of green onions.
Okay, yeah, type 4 and 5 is fine. I'll just use type 4. All right. So let's go down your line of scaling. Right. Hold up. Specifically, the character that's above space and time was the base of your scaling, correct?
Yep.
Jen, okay, that was the first scan you posted. That was the base of your scaling. Then the other character that you're using is able to train with that guy, right? Yes?
No, I'm not using you can share me. No.
I know, but I'm saying this is their line. I'm going on your line of scaling. The other guy is able to train with that guy, correct?
He's able to train him.
Okay, he's trained him, so he swapped hands with him. Okay. Now, that guy, right, is in a void of space where he can't move, correct? Hello? You still with me? Or wait, you show me. So. Yeah, you show me a panel. You show me a panel of him fighting somebody, right?
Say it again.
You show me a GIF of him fighting somebody, correct? And what was that? Where was that in the line of scaling? I want to get it correct.
Yeah, that was Hawkman. That was Hawkman. And then Hawkman couldn't move in the realm that I told you about.
Okay.
And then Makoto,
and then what was the
Makoto
continuation?
Moved the boundary that we just already established.
Okay. So
and then
Makoto
Hyde
moving
is
in the boundary would mean what?
At least still Makoto. She's faster than Hawkman and fucking Elias.
Okay, so she is able to move in a place which is something that he can't do, correct? And then after that, what's the line of scaling?
And the line of scaling is that Makoto thinks that she would lose to Hyde on her own, so Hyde at least has to fill his speed.
Okay, and she will lose. Okay, and she will lose to Hyde like a one-on-one battle. So he scales to her in speed.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get this specifically. Okay, causality. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just put it down like this: if a person who exists inherently beyond space and time, which makes them type 4 or 5, can't move somewhere, right? Because nothing exists. There's no light, no darkness, nowhere, no nothing. Right? As a matter of fact, here, even for him, the apps, everything else, called the edge. And then you said the boundary encompasses the edge. Hello, Jin? Yo, is he there? Hello?
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay, yeah, you didn't hear you. You lagged out for a second.
Hello?
Yeah.
It's probably me lagging.
It's not me.
Yeah, let me start my Discord.
Because you weren't talking.
Hold on. Give me a bit.
Oops.
What the hell is that, bro? Yo, what? What is that audio? Yeah, those Shaitans coming to get me, bro.
That's a Minecraft cave sound, bro. What?
Bro, they got me, bro.
Shaitan coming after you, bro.
They got me. I'm enchanting the VC right now. It's over.
Bro, you're literally in Jahannam. What do you mean?
They're putting me in Jahannam right now. Alright, let me chill.
You're being dragged.
I'm a local meet the vibe. Oh my god, that was mad funny. Yo, Tamaki is not funny, bro.
Is this better, Jester?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Alright, let me just see. So we could correlate everything. The dude who can't move in it is who again?
Hakumen.
Okay. And then you're saying Hakumen, or let me see this, and the apps and everything else. There's a place that encompasses the boundary.
Right.
So your scaling with speed was the place that encompasses the boundary, or like this higher place than the edge. She can move in it, so she inherently would be able to move in the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me get this. All right. So in context, what you're saying about the boundary, what is it specifically? Just like a higher plane?
It's like a higher plane that basically has no time, and people with measured speed just get fucked up.
Okay.
So you need to look at it. Yeah.
So she can move on a higher plane. So I want to write this out. This character So character A or whatever moves on a higher plane of existence. Then
I don't think exist. What?
whatever. But what type of higher plane are we talking about? What else would we be talking about?
I'm talking about like plane as in like she's like a speed tier.
But okay, it wouldn't be just be referring to like it just be a higher reality. Not just in speed. That makes no sense. Like that. Like, that makes no sense.
The reason why I'm having an issue with that because look like this. If you place a 3D character in like a 4D space, right, and we assume this 3D character has like what? I don't know. Any type of baseline human speed. Don't care. Obviously, the 4D space would be infinitely bigger than any 3D space that exists because of the like dimensional tearing and shit, right? But he's still moving in it, right? Like the 3D character still. That doesn't mean the 3D character has like a measurable speed, like a 4D realm speed, shit like that. Like just moving in a higher realm of time isn't anything. Like not higher dimensions anything. What does matter is like context, like maybe a realm, maybe one realm lacks time and a character with invisible speed can't move in it, or another character travels more distance.
Wait, but what I'm trying to specifically, I'm trying to specifically crack down. This place is like above. Like if you encompass something, it's obviously like a higher place, a plane of existence. Like
it can be a higher plane, but still in the same dimensional tiering, bro. And
the same dimensional tiering. I mean, like
but
even that wouldn't matter because like I'll explain why.
It wouldn't matter, like she doesn't scale around in AP at all.
Well, that's I'm not insinuating that she scales to the realm in AP. I'm just saying that she's able to move on like this higher place of existence in some type of context, even if we could agree upon that in some type of context.
That's just speed. Like how does that link back to
wait. But what I'm saying is that this guy, right, who's type 4, like, or somebody who's type 4 with like immeasurable speed. I want to get this specifically here. Let me see this. All right. Somebody who's type 4 with like immeasurable speed, right, is unable to interact with like an environment that's
because he's just slow. That has nothing to do with like his type 4 causality. He's just slow.
Yeah, no, that would because I'm gonna explain why. He's unable to interact with the space while she can.
Yeah, but that's more so based off your speed, not a.
But I'm just saying, she's in a higher place than him, like in a higher place of existence, even in some context. But even if it's in some context, that would automatically give her the same type of like. Okay, I don't know how I want to explain this. She is moving somewhere that's like beyond time. You get that?
I get that.
All right. Okay. Immeasurable speed inherently is like somebody who's so fast who can move through time, so they're no longer to like be calced by the speed equation, right? And so I grant the fact that you were able to scale people higher into immeasurable speed, but now you're saying this character is moving beyond time, right? Correct?
Right.
Okay, so if you agree this character is moving beyond time, the fact that she can't beat somebody else and she's able to do that would mean that nigga's type 4, type 5. You just conceded. That's a DQ.
That's not what. There's no correlation. Like you haven't connected speed scaling to a causality at all. Like there was no correlation.
Wait, do you think I did it? Do you think I did it? Okay, I'll go to conclusions right now then.
Okay, that's fine. I don't hear it.
Cruz, you here?
Yeah.
All right. I bet. So yeah, in conclusion, I literally just went, okay, so this character is on a higher plane than this guy. So I just literally went, okay, she's so fast. I said, you could be like immeasurable speed, like verbatim, is somebody who's so fast they can move through time. So if they can move through time, you could scale people higher into immeasurable speed due to other people being faster than other people, right? But then when you have characters that are so fast that they move beyond time, being beyond time, even if it's speed, is like inherently like you're acausal. Like you're acausality type 4 and 5. So when you give me a character that's beyond time and you agree that this character is beyond time, even the character that's like able to fight his character, these characters would both be beyond time. Even if it's just speed, they're beyond time. which Jin never disagreed with the definition of being beyond time being type 4 and 5 in the first place. He actually like just loses right there because main character is type 4. He's like, it's just speed, it's just speed. It really matter if it's just speed. Because like I know like Cruels reads Flash, so like there's no way. That's literally impossible. He actually just gets DQ'd right there.
Okay. I blatantly brought up like when he first started this fight that she's more so fast than him, and Hyde is more so fast than him, and you can't prove he has the existence that gives him the A causality. That's exactly why I brought up the analogy with the 3D person getting put in a 4D realm, and him still like not being like having a higher A causality system. He just like can't move the entire space, and even if he could, that would only be based off his speed and nothing about his existence, which would like be blatantly just the case no matter what. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, there was like literally zero correlation between speed and A causality. There was only a correlation between transcending, which only literally affects your existence, not speed. So
Maybe.
He attacked the wrong argument.
I had the favor in the wall, and I went to grab mine. I grabbed down instead, and I looked at it. I was like, I even had this
Who's
wrong,
talking?
right?
Yo, who is that?
Why does this nigga have demon hieroglyphics in his name? Bro, what is Jester corrupting people or some shit, bro? This nigga.
Bro, I told you that stuff that you sent me earlier it didn't mean nothing. I said it 30 times in a row.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think. Wait, hold up.
Penis.
That was not right, bro. That was not right. That was not right.
I mean, you lost, Jen.
what? Was that creepy? What the fuck?
They sent all this Arabic text and like general, bro. Like y'all don't even know what y'all talk about.
All right, I'm back. Okay, I don't think that. Okay, yeah, I don't think the Jin is DQ'd. Like essentially, like you were arguing that transcendent time or being beyond time inherently qualifies you for a causality type 4 or 5. The argument, like not saying I agree or disagree, I'm saying the argument would have been better if you were arguing that like time inherently is cause and effect, and you were arguing it to like a greater extent than you did. But Jin was arguing like levels of existence and how like dimensional Tyrion works in this case, and that you can transcend time, but you don't inherently have to have a causality type 4 or 5 because there's different levels of existence. So like I don't think that like what you're arguing is inherently like violating like the rules of the tournament, because there's tons of characters, there's tons of people that transcend time and space and aren't inherently a causal. Like even like your last.
He didn't argue that in the point. This is what I'm confused about.
No, I'm saying he argued that essentially. I'm not quoting him verbatim. I'm saying he argued that essentially by giving his existence argument of like how essentially he was trying to argue that he's arguing that it could be a higher layer of existence, which is the boundary. And then he was saying it doesn't inherently have to violate it. So obviously the way I'm interpreting this as you can have a higher layer of existence, a character can move in that higher layer.
Jin never argued this. I'm sorry, I highly disagree. Because Jin never like ever argued this ever. Like ever. Like and like I could explain why. I mean we could grab the VOD too. I don't think Jin ever like said that ever. Not even like that.
What? That he didn't argue about dimensional tyranny and stuff?
No, Jin's only refutation to the point was that it's just in context of speed, but it wouldn't even matter if it is speed. Like, that's literally his only attack to my argument.
All right, so essentially what I was saying before I got interrupted. Yeah, essentially the way that he defined existence to be in this case, and then he brought up like the example of like the boundary. He was saying that obviously in this case, a character can have a measurable speed, not be able to move in this realm, like the boundary, and the boundary could just like, I don't know the word he used exactly, so I'm gonna like quote in the way that I perceived it was, yes, this thing could like infinitely stretch, or you can have something like that. Am I correct, Jen? I don't want to misquote you.
Kuros, quick question. You know, and I could pull it up in recording, he agreed with that being a DQ, but he, like, this is why I'm like so confused. Cruz, he agreed with that being type 4, like the guy in the void, with that being type 4, And when I bring up like the girl being on a higher plane that's also above space, he just doesn't attack it. He just said that's just speed. So in the recording, I promise you, like Cruz, if you want to go
Okay,
review
you can. Okay,
yeah.
if you want that bad, yeah, you can play it, and I'll re-listen to it right now. But
Yeah.
I don't remember
when
like
you first start that bringing up, I say verbatim like that's just Hyde speed, not his existence. That's exactly why I brought up putting the 3D person in a 4D space. Like, oh, he's in a higher what we call it, I guess dimension than when he's normally in, but he's in type 4 because all this is the speed. Like he just can't move the whole route.
Yeah, wait, watch this. So when you say that, you're talking about the character that you're using, right? I was referring to, okay, the first character who was in the void was type 4. No refutation to that character being type 4. Then we established that character being in a higher plane of existence, right? So if you agree that what that character was in the void is type 4 and that's perfectly fine with you, then you actually lost the point.
No, I didn't, because that's not my character.
Okay, now I'm explaining why. You already like agreed to that the characters above them are like in a higher place than a place that is above time that you already qualify as type 4. So them being so fast that they're above time, inaccessibly immeasurable speed above time is a type 4.
No, that's just speed. That has nothing to do with existence at all.
Wait. So essentially, what I'm getting from you, Jester, is that you're saying because he's arguing that you're inaccessibly higher to immeasurable speed, then he would be type 4 causality.
That's not my argument. I'm saying that I wrote it out like this. That guy who's in the void, right?
Okay.
He already agreed that guy is type 4, right? Okay. So now that guy is above time and space, right? And which would make him like immeasurable speed, will make him he's that fast, right? He's above time and space. Now I'm saying that guy is type 4. He already agreed that guy's type 4. But watch this. Somebody who's on a higher plane than that would inherently also be so fast that they're above time and space, or they're above space in a way which would make them type 4 as well, if they're in a higher plane than that.
And what's your contention with that, Jen?
My contention with that is that type 4 is only reference to your existence and not speed. So you can be just as fast as something and still not have that existence. That's why I brought up the analogy.
Okay, wait. I get that. I already heard you say that. My thing is, did you agree to the notion that this character in this space was type 4?
Not my character, but the character who got time stopped. Yes, it doesn't really matter.
You said the character. Oh, okay. So the character who went into the edge of that void essentially got stuck in time.
And then I said him getting time stopped was based off his speed scaling and nothing about his causality thing.
Okay, so why did you wait? So why did you just say that he was causal type 4?
That's what Jester brought up. I said even if I agree with that, it doesn't matter because he only got time because of his speed scaling.
Oh, okay. So you're doing it in the sense of like it's a potential steel man that even if he is type 4 in this case,
it didn't matter. It's only his speed scaling. Like that's why he couldn't move.
You want to play the recording back, Jester?
Yeah, I'm gonna go better. Okay, I'll stop it. That's so crazy.
Oh shit, bro, that shit is scary.
My God. Yo, if the recording didn't move on to a certain place because I don't have no disk space, I'll tell you right now, Bone is recording. So give me a second. You might have to be on standby for that. Give me one moment.
Bro, what the fuck? The fuck is in this bottle?
The semen. That's what's in the bottle.
No, bro, it's this old bottle that I just never threw out, bro. This shit has like black shit in it, bro. Fucking.
Oh my God.
You got a spirit.
Right, who else is recording?
Probably Bone or somebody.
Bone stopped the recording. He's fucking trolling, bro. Bone stopped recording.
Oh my God, bro. Bro.
Did it not record?
No, it recorded 2 minutes and stopped.
Wait, of like the debate?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
So I'm gonna be very upset. Who was recording this debate, bro? I really
the only thing, like I said, like if Jen is cool with it, both of you guys want to do this shit shortly. If Jen is cool with it though, I mean, you guys can like reiterate that whole like space and what it was, but it's gonna be kind of disingenuous if you're asserting the fact that like he said something and he's like, oh, I didn't say that. It's just a potential steel man. But yeah, like
so redundant, bro. Atman Kai is recording. Yo, Atman Kai. Yeah. Thank God somebody's recording. Let me get that right.
Atman Kai.